Hello and welcome to my channel. Thank you for being here. I am so glad that you're here and you want to listen to my weight loss journey. It's been a while. I have not uploaded in quite a while my weight loss journey to let you all know how I've been doing, and that's because I've been sick on Wegovy. My doctor prescribed Wegovy because my insurance will not cover my gastric sleeve surgery, which you can go back to a couple videos I've posted about all of that, about my weight loss struggles. I've posted 2 videos, so it's not a lot. I'm just kind of starting with this YouTube thing. It feels a little weird telling you about my personal private health struggles and weight loss. I mean, there's so much shame about weight and weight loss and obesity and all of that encompasses that. So to be sharing it publicly is so new for me. I'm a very private person, even though I'm involved in acting and public speaking and and you know, the things I do, I'm still a very private person. So but that's not the reason why I didn't upload a video. The reason why I haven't uploaded a video is because I've been so sick on Wegovy. Oh my God. So this is where I'm at. This is why you haven't seen me. I wanted to talk to you. Well, let me be honest. I didn't even want to do that. I didn't want to do anything that I enjoyed. And I do enjoy this. I love uploading videos, and nothing mattered. And even if it did matter, I wouldn't have had the energy to do it. So that's where I've been. I am now back to, and listen, a lot of you, and I really appreciate, a lot of you have said, you know, try keto, try Weight Watchers, try this, try that, do this, intermittent fasting, you know. It's not about the diet. It's not about the food I'm eating, what kind of food I'm eating. I have a metabolic syndrome that wants to hold on to weight. And when I lose weight, it becomes the enemy. It will not let me lose weight. It will hold on to it in any way possible. And it will make it so that, you know how you get a little hungry when you're in a calorie deficit, or when you've cut out sugar or bread or whatever you're doing, and you feel kind of, and it's almost like you can feel yourself losing weight. My body will turn that up to, as they say in the movie Spinal Tap, it turns it up to 11 so that it's unbearable. So I can't seem to stay in a calorie deficit for more than a few days. Believe me, if I could, I wouldn't be talking to you about this right now. It's not about the food. Yeah, I love food, but so does everybody else. It's something more. Anyone who has metabolic syndrome understands and knows that it's not just about wanting to eat tasty food. There is so much going against you losing weight. Not only physically, but this is what happens to me. When I lose like 3 pounds, my body, even though it feels unhealthy having all this weight on me, it will battle me to stop losing weight. It will make me dream about food. It will turn up the hunger switch, so that I'm constantly thinking about it, or it will turn the switch on in my digestive tract so that I'm actually physically hungry, and it's uncomfortable, like it's a gnawing feeling, or I'll start shaking, and it just does not want me to lose weight at all costs. I guess, you know, my primitive monkey brain that's saying, you know, we need food on us to survive is well and good. And I guess I would survive the zombie apocalypse. But Right now, it's not serving me. Basically, my doctor is trying anything he can do to help me get this weight off of me because I am this close to diabetes. Um, my cholesterol is so high that, you know, I'm at risk for a stroke or heart attack. And it's serious, among other things, you know, that extra weight has on a body. That's just the two imminent dangers. Anyway, he's trying because he knows my insurance company is not going to pay for gastric sleeve surgery. So here's what's happened on Wegovy. The first injection, it seemed to, as the weeks, I was on it for a month and a half. Let's just say that right now. I was on it for a month. I gave it a good month and a half. And yes, I have stopped taking it. And I'm going to tell you why. The first few weeks, I guess it wasn't built up in my system yet. So the side effects were actually minimal. The one thing I felt immediately was fatigue, and which got worse. And all my side effects never got better. They actually got worse. And I kept waiting it out. I kept waiting for the side effects to subside because my appetite was reduced. I was losing weight. I think I lost 8 pounds, which is now 5 pounds because since I've gone off it, I'm slowly creeping up again. So I did get, but for me, it's important because it addresses insulin resistance, metabolic syndrome, as they call it, which I have, and I've had since I was a kid. The Wegovy was addressing that, and I could feel it. I could feel it happening. And it also has these new, like Ozempic, Wegovy, Manjaro, all of that stuff. They address that. They also, I am pre-diabetic, and they address that. They have a lot of benefits to cardiovascular stuff, which I need. And another thing that they've noticed is it's quieting the part of the brain that is the pleasure center that speaks to addictions. So people who have people who have sex addictions, gambling, food, drugs, cigarettes, alcohol, they are noticing that's quieting down. So they're actually starting to look into this stuff for addictions of all kinds. So I really need to be on something like this. So I wanted to stick with the side effects. I was going onto forums, on Facebook forums, on Reddit, people saying, you know, it gets better. Some people saying it doesn't. My first side effects was fatigue. And as the weeks went on, it was crushing fatigue. I could not get off the couch. I could not get off the couch. Like 7 o'clock at night, I would be on my couch, falling asleep. I couldn't work. I couldn't exercise. I didn't want, you know, it's interesting. I also had apathy. Like, not only did I not have the energy to do things, gardening, which right now my garden needs me, but I also didn't want to do anything. There was I wouldn't say it was depression. It was a not caring. I was having weird hormonal things happening, like real weird. And I was very dizzy. I was having orthostatic hypotension symptoms, blood pressure up and down. My heart was racing. I was sleeping great, which I haven't slept in a while because I was exhausted all the time. But here is what finally made me stop. Oh, I noticed my legs were getting really weak. because I wasn't exercising. My husband and I usually do a walk every night. Couldn't do that. But what really scared me is, heat, temperature. If I'm out in the heat, oh my God, it's really made me intolerant to heat. So I was out in the yard in my garden watering in the morning, and it was hot and I was sweating. And I couldn't, I felt this ravenous hunger come over me, and my blood sugar. I've had hypoglycemic attacks before throughout my life, because when you have insulin resistance, it's something, your insulin is not working right. It's part of the problem. So I haven't had it in years, though. Thankfully, it's quieted down over the years. But I knew, I recognized it, but it was so sudden and so bad that I couldn't get enough sugar. Like, I was drinking orange juice and Gatorade, full sugar Gatorade. I had 4 Gatorades before I felt better. I mean, it was such a scary feeling. I was ready to go to the ER. And that's another, I couldn't, my husband and I were supposed to go away, and we did. I could not enjoy the vacation. It wasn't about food. I just didn't feel well. It feels like, when you're just about to get sick, like you're just about to get the flu, like you're a day away from the full flu, and you don't know it yet, but the virus is in your body and it's starting to take a hold of you, and you just have this feeling of malaise. You just feel, ugh. That's how I felt all the time. I couldn't enjoy our days away. We had so many things planned. I did some of them, and I was trying to pretend that I was into it, and I just felt I had no energy. I just felt lousy. But I digress. It was the blood sugar thing, and it happened a few times, and it was scary. And that's what made me stop. I spoke to my doctor about it, and he said, you don't get low blood sugar on this. And I kept saying to him, listen, I don't know what it says, but it was happening. It happened, and it was scary, and that's why I stopped. And he's like, no, you don't get hypoglycemia on this. It doesn't happen. This prevents it. And I'm like, I believe you, but then what happened? So, yeah. So here I am. I've stopped the Wegovy. What's weird? My insurance company will pay for Wegovy. It'll pay for my blood pressure medication. It'll pay for all these different medications I'm now on because of my weight problem, which totals up to about $3,000 a month that they're paying. But they will not pay the one-time fee for my gastric sleeve. Oh, America. Where am I at right now? I am waiting for the Wegovy to leave my system. He's prescribed Manjaro, which I've heard is even worse. So I'm not quite sure what to do, honestly. But that's what's going on. And if you have any insights, if you've experienced these medications and you went through something similar, or you found a way to deal with the hypoglycemic events, the fatigue, please let me know. If I could solve that, maybe there'd be hope for me to stay on this. So anyway, that's where I've been. I hope you're all doing great. And, keep up. Listen, never give up. I'm not giving up, and neither should you. Someday we'll find an answer. Remember, shine your light because the world needs it.